Good morning, folks. You are here this morning on June 7th, 2013 to practice Hatha Yoga, asana practice, otherwise called, with Supriya Noel and her loyal students. And we're going to open up with pranayama practices, breathing techniques. We'll do 3 of them. Start with 3-part breath, going on to alternate nostril breathing, then we'll finish up with Kapalabhati breathing. And like that. So, if you would like to start in a cross-legged position, sitting up tall. Okay, sitting up tall. To keep your body loose at all times, loose meaning loose, you need to draw the navel back, lift it up, so you're creating this line that keeps you up. The way it stays up is mentally you create it, the breathing, keeps it going, keeps it loose, and releases all of this tension that you feel through breathing into the abdomen. We always breathe into the abdomen, the mouth is always closed. So we want to start with the 3-part breath as we fill the abdomen first. Feel it fill up. Take that same breath that's filled up into the rib cage, into the chest. That was 3 parts, and you exhale in 3 parts too. Chest, rib cage, abdomen. So that's a lot of exhale. Abdomen, ribs, chest, lifting, lengthening, keeping loose, exhale, 3 parts. So we want to focus on focus. Focus is mental. It's what you do with where you're looking, your mind. So we're manipulating the body through using our breath, making it sit tall and be loose at the same time. Creating a flow with this 3-part breath. Place the first 2 fingers between the eyebrows. After the next inhale, close the right nostril with the thumb and exhale through the left. So feel your exhale counted. Inhale left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Say it's 6. Close. We want the exhale to be 12. Inhale right. Close. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close and exhale right. Inhale right. Close and exhale left. So while you're breathing like this, you're scanning the body. You're always scanning the body to see if your shoulders are loose, your buttocks are loose, where's your hands, where's your feet. At any given moment, you should know what that part of the body is, where it is, what it's doing, what you're doing with the breath in relationship to that area, how your body is set up, what the alignment is. So there's outer work, which is your alignment. Your inner work is your breath. Those 2 have to come together. Mentally, mind, body, breath. So you create these stretches with your breath. So you're making these big, strong lines that are already set up with your breath. It's physically set up. You mentally got it into that position. The breath releases all that's in the way of any of these asanas, all that's stuck, all the tight areas. So your foundation is your breath. It's not the first order of business. First is mind, mental. It begins and ends with mental. So it's crucial that you really listen as you breathe. And remember, you listen with your breath. You don't listen with your eyes. In other words, you're not looking outside for information or help because it's an inside job. You don't need anything outside of yourself. It's all inside. after the next exhale, through the left nostril, you bring your hand down. And the Kapalabhati breath is drawing your navel back, back, strongly, strongly, back, 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 as you forcefully exhale at the same time. Navel goes back, you're going. Those two come together. It's only active exhales. So the inhales are passive, you don't hear them. And because of that exhale, Ujjayi breath, where you exhale, make that ha sound, you're going to hear this louder. And you become more adept at it, you make it stronger, it goes faster. But you're using the diaphragm, rhythmic diaphragmatic breath. It's also called bellows breathing. You know what a bellows is? In fact, they have a toilet plunger, right? That is a bellows now. It's a little cheap object that works, by the way. And when you're plunging it down, it's like an accordion, goes in and out. That's the same thing that's happening here, like that accordion. Hence the word bellows. That's what you use when you want to make the fire start happening. The fire starts going out. You use that bellows, fire starts coming up. So when this is practiced 2 to 3 times a day, you really start to feel it, because your senses are, in other words, cleansed when you do this. So you feel them very much heightened. If you have a problem seeing, hearing, speaking, feeling, literally feeling, it's going to change. But you have to do it to see that. It's a little bit more than that happens with it. I'm just giving you a very general idea of what happens. And all of these things, they're for disciplines. A discipline is something you do all the time. So you do it once in a while, no, it's not going to have any effect practically at all. You incorporate it into your life like you would anything else. You take a vitamin every day. It's different than a ritual. A ritual is you doing something for a different reason. This is just a continuous discipline that keeps balance going on. So say your body needed citrus fruit, you take it every day. Until what? Until everything is balanced? Well, as long as we're living, everything isn't going to be balanced perfectly ever. So we need tools, and this is a very, very good one. Exhale. All right, so sitting tall. The body is completely loose. So remember, it's like you are a puppet. A puppet is boneless. It doesn't have bones. But as soon as you give it mental bones, the navel comes back and up. Shoulders go back and down, and they're loose. Gotta have that going on. That means you're paying attention and activating your breath constantly so that all the other information that comes in, you can apply. But you don't apply it without this. Without this, then you have nothing. You don't have yoga. You have something, not yoga. So when you breathe, you hear your exhale in the throat. That ha sound. And it's constant. And with that breath is how you move, what you move from, with, where. Asana, center of gravity, right there. So that's what's engaged more or less. Everything else stays loose till you send it a line. So listen, apply. And the directions are very specific.